Who's the woman that shot up in the...
Marissa Alexander. She actually ended up hitting somebody, though. But
talking about Shine?
What's that?
Are you talking about Shine? I didn't hear you.
No, the woman.
Marissa Alexander, the woman who shot the warning shot in the ceiling, and there's a whole thing.
I would just say I don't think the crime. So I think my point is this: I don't think Tory thought they're gonna give me 10 years for a cut on the foot. I really don't think he thought that. I thought it was the same thing. Like, yo, we had some friends, shit went bad. We celebrities, so we know better now because shit blew up. And now it's like, nigga, I'm doing 10 years.
And I like both these girls. I like both the girls. Not me. I'm saying him. I have relationships with both of these women. I don't want to see, if there's a way for all of us to get out of this scot-free, then I'd rather that option. I just think that they turned on him faster than he realized, and he never caught up. Yeah. But do I believe that Tory Lanez shot? I've said this a million times already, so y'all don't need me to say it again.
I'm confident that he did. I'm not a big prison person, as y'all knows. I don't know if 10 years is the right sentence. I would say
That's
it
what
isn't.
I was asking.
I would say it isn't.
Like 3 years feels like fair, but 10,
I think there's a lot of ways to resolve this. I don't know if put him in a cage for 10 years.
But why do you think it's more plausible that Tory did it versus Kelsey?
Based on the witnesses, based on the fact that he said
the witnesses that they allowed.
I'm talking about him. He said Kelsey didn't do it.
Yeah.
Okay. But are you talking about the witnesses that they allowed, including himself?
Yes. I'm talking about everybody.
Or are you talking about what everybody's initial plan was, which was, hey, let's find the neighbor, let's let that person testify, and let's let the only other person that was there, the bodyguard, testify? You're not looking at that.
I'm looking
because they didn't hit the stand.
I'm looking at all the evidence we've had access to, and I'm saying,
what did your Philadelphia brain tell you?
My
I don't do well when we start talking in court TV.
Right, take all the legal shit off the table. Yeah. My gut, just on some hood shit, is I think he shot the gun. I think he was drunk. I think he did some wild shit. I suspect Meg and Kelsey had some other shit going on. I know they got into some kind of physical argument. There could be more messiness. Put it like this. I think there's more messiness to this case than the court proceedings would suggest. But at the end of the day, I feel very confident that he shot that gun.
Yeah, but that didn't answer my question.
You from outside, and you know
like that.
A lot of things.
He had gunpowder on his hands.
He could have been fighting to get the gun from her and got the gunpowder on his hands.
I don't know.
She could have got out, shot that gun. Oh shit! Give me! What are you doing? Give me!
Nothing. No one got.
Like
I don't think he was gunpowder. Nothing about him says he would let that happen and then say she ain't doing it on the stand.
If I'm trying to protect everybody,
I don't see it.
See, and that's where
I find the niggas fold under that kind of pressure and they don't actually.
No, but that's because they know like if you got bad representation and they're telling you, yo, we can beat this, boom, 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 boom. All right, cool. She's gonna make it out. She's gonna make it out, and then I'll be fine.
I don't care
if
your lawyer's Ernest J. Fry. I don't care who you got the worst lawyer ever. You are not going to tell your client. We have exculpatory. We have the shooter. You saw the shooter. We know the shooter. Say not only don't snitch, but also say that wasn't the shooter. Even the worst lawyer in the world ain't doing that. That's all I'm saying.
But that's false. That's not true. His attorney could have very well been saying to him, like many people were saying publicly at the time, I think we got this covered. I don't think we even need the testimony of your bodyguard. I think with some of the findings of the gun residue and all that shit.
Because Joe, you remember
that would explain why he doesn't snitch on her. That doesn't explain why he would deny that he would actually effectively perjure himself to put himself in the crime, not out of the crime.
Well, because the story that he
put that shit on an Instagram comment. He perjured himself. He just literally was replying to somebody. Again, I'm trying to keep this shit clean and keep it off everybody. Yo, that was not true. No, she did not. She didn't do that.
Can I tell you, Mark?
Not realizing what the implications of that was going to be.
That's an interesting point.
I think a mistake. I think a gun. I think regardless of what happened, I think a gun went off. No one really got hurt. Everybody's going to be fine. And then the other emotional things occurred, and that's what really drove him to go to jail. I think that if they was all still friends and there was a mistake, it would have been like, no, we don't know what happened. And to me, that was my only problem. Like I think that's true too. Wanted to go at the ground. You wanted to put him in, even though, mind you, maybe an inch over, somebody would have been dead, but it wasn't. So at that moment, it should have been like, well, it was a bad mistake. Let it go. Sentence probation, but 10 years?
I think 10 years is way too much.
I think on his side, they thought they were coming up with a story where everybody would be okay.
Yeah.
And
reasonable doubt.
It didn't. Yeah.
All we got to do is prove reasonable doubt.
That we don't know what happened, so we can't
even her getting the immunity would be part of the reasonable doubt.
And what I think happened was
why she needed immunity. That should tell y'all something right there.
And that's when I would have folded on her.
It's true.
And the second she got immunity, I would have folded on her.
Yep.
Unless she didn't do it. Then you can't fold.
If she didn't do it, I'd still fold on her.
Oh, you said,
The fuck are you talking about? I'm trying to save my ass here. The only other person that could have did it, did it.
Some,
Nigga, you crazy?
some niggas gotta keep it real, as they say.
Yes, I'm saying. I think that's what it comes down to.
When keeping it real goes wrong.
What would have happened to his reputation if he would have basically snitched at a girl?
Exactly.
Like he might not have a career. It's like it's a trick bag no matter what for him.
Neutral button.